Hello everyone, welcome to Focused Fields. Today current affairs topic for discussion is BRICS. To begin with, let's see what is BRICS first. These are major emerging economies. Why they wanted to become a group? To work together on the aspects like trade, investments, agriculture, health, technology. So for this prospect, these major economies has turned into a grouping called as BRICS. Let's see the evolution of BRICS. In the year 2001, the idea of BRIC came up, where BRIC means Brazil, Russia, China, and India. They formed into a group, and the first summit took place in the year 2009. This was held in Russia. In the year 2010, the BRIC group has become BRICS now, where South Africa joined the list. From the year 2010 till 2025, BRICS continued to expand. There were some countries who joined the BRICS. They are Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, and Indonesia. Indonesia was the last country to join the BRICS in the year 2025. The BRICS group consists of 10 member countries, and these summits were held annually, and the member countries take a turn every year to hold the summits. The previous summit was held in the year 2025 in Brazil. This year 2026 summit was held in India, meaning India took its presidency. Let's see the key facts of BRICS. BRICS countries altogether contribute 42% of world agriculture output, and they represent 40% of world's population. Let's see what is BRICS Summit 2026 and what are the key takeaways of the Summit 2026. BRICS adopted indoor declaration in BRICS Summit 2026. India assumed the presidency of BRICS bloc on January 2026, succeeding Brazil as we discussed. BRICS Urbanization Forum. This was held on 12th June in New Delhi, and they unanimously adopted the India's proposal. India made a proposal in Urbanization Forum. The proposal is to establish a BRICS Urban Research and Knowledge Network. Now, why this urban research and knowledge network is necessary? Why India proposed this? To understand that this network is going to be a platform. Platform for what? Platform to solve the problems. Now, what are the problems? Problems related to cities and urban development. The present day, every country in the world is facing the common problems such as housing shortages, pollution, pollution in every form, air pollution, water pollution, and sound pollution. And next major problem is waste management. And next is traffic congestion, water scarcity. Drinking water scarcity would be the perfect word. These are the major problems where countries in the world are facing. Now, to solve these problems, BRICS Urban Research Knowledge Network has been proposed by India. Now, how this is going to solve the problem? Let's understand. As we discussed, it is going to be a platform. Platform for what? Platform for continuous researchers. Not only researchers, whatever the best knowledge that was present, that knowledge will be shared and trained among the BRICS countries. to solve the problems which we mentioned. That is all about BRICS Urban Research and Knowledge Network, which was unanimously adopted in the urbanization form of BRICS. Now let's see what are the key takeaways. Indoor declaration was adopted unanimously. Unanimously in the sense all the members in the group has accepted the proposals. That is what unanimously adoption means. This indoor declaration is adopted to provide new directions to food security, where countries are facing problem of food scarcity due to climate change, and farmers welfare, where farmers are involving in suicides, and climate resilient farming, where due to changes in climate, the agricultural fields are facing the problem of droughts in arid areas, and in those areas where water availability was present, they are facing the problem of floods. They had made this decision so that even at the worst climate scenarios or even at the worst weather scenarios, the farming should continue, and we'll discuss how very soon. And agricultural trade and digital agriculture, these are the new directions in indoor declaration. Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, he stated that farmer is at the center of the declaration, meaning this indoor declaration which was proposed, it is something related to farmers and farmer welfare, where a shared commitment to advance food security, nutrition, livelihood, and climate resilient farming are the key ideas in this indoor declaration. This declaration has also adopted four main priorities. They are farmers, food security, climate, and technology. These are the four main priorities under declaration. And not only four priorities, these have also adopted four institutional initiatives. The first one is Center of Excellence on Agroecology and Regenerative Agriculture. Let's understand one by one very clearly. Center for Agroecology and Regenerative Agriculture. Why this was proposed? For example, this acts as a platform. Platform for what? Joint researches. Not only researches, it also shares organic, natural, and other agricultural practices among the countries. Now, why they have to share this? Because to promote sustainable and resilient agriculture throughout the countries. That is the main motto behind establishing a center for agricultural ecology and regenerative agriculture. Indian Ministry of Agriculture has also stated that we are going to make a center on natural farming, where this center of natural farming will facilitate researches and knowledge sharing. The name of the center is Indian Institute of Farming Systems Research. This institute is at Modipuram. This will be facilitating knowledge sharing, training, and joint researches about natural farming and other agricultural practices. That is the first institutional initiative. And second one is BRICS network on digital agriculture. Now, the main idea of this initiative is to meet the raising food demand, meaning if population is increasing progressively, food resources need to increase progressively, but this is not the situation. For that reason, countries around the world are facing the problem of food shortages. They are not having the food security. So to avoid this problem, what BRICS countries are trying to adopt? They are trying to integrate traditional methods of farming with modern technologies. Now, what are these modern technologies? Let's see: integrating artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, drones, satellite images, mobile applications, and many more to increase the productivity. If productivity is increased, what would happen? There won't be any problem of food shortage and people will not be facing the problem of food security. And what is the major objective? The main objective of proposing this digital agriculture is, first thing, to integrate modern technologies. That's the first objectives. And second one, to enhance food security. And third objective is to support small and marginal farmers. And fourth objective, to facilitate knowledge sharing. It is sharing the knowledge between countries which was successfully adopted earlier, and to encourage sustainable agriculture. These are the major objectives behind proposing digital agriculture. And next institutional initiative is farmer rights in seed systems. Now let's understand this in very simple terms. For example, you are having crayons with you. With that crayons, you can use them, you can keep them with you, I mean preserve them, you can share them with your friends. Same as if farmers are having seeds, they can preserve them for the next year, they can use them next year, they can share them with the neighboring farmers, and also they can sell them if they are having surplus amount of seeds. But what is the problem if this was not done? Let's understand. Let's say if he is only keeping those seeds with himself. For example, there is a country with the name A. The people in the country A only eat apples. There is only one farmer in country A. If that one farmer grows apples which are sufficient for the country A, for example, on one fine day, that apple farm was facing the problem of disease outbreak, where all the apples what was grown were rotten away. Now, what is the scenario of country A here? In that situation, the people in the country will be facing the problem of food shortage, meaning they are not having food security there. If I share those apple seeds which are with me with other farmers who are interested to do farming, what would happen? Even if my farmland got rotten away due to some disease outbreak, there are some other farms where apples were present. People in my country can happily consume them. Something might be running behind your minds, like, is selling seeds or sharing seeds prohibited? There are two types of seeds. Let's understand. One is traditional seeds and other is commercial seeds, commercial or patented seeds. These traditional seeds, you can buy them once, and at the time of harvesting you can save some seeds, you can reuse those seeds for your next year farm, and you can share those seeds with other neighboring farmers if they are lacking seeds, and you can sell them if you are having surplus to market. This was the scenario in traditional seed market. And coming to commercial or patented seeds, let's say there is a farmer, if he buys seeds this year, year 2026, if he sow them and harvest them, even though if he collect the seeds from this farmland of him, even then he is not allowed to sow the seeds, and he is not allowed to share the seeds with neighbors. He is not allowed to sell them even with his legal branding. These are the two types of seed systems that are being prevalent. This platform brings farmers, researchers, civil society together to strengthen farmer rights over seeds and genetic sources. The main focus is small and indigenous farmers to save, use, exchange farm saved seeds. That is the main idea behind instituting farmer rights in seed system. It is something regarding agricultural inputs, genetic resources, and information network. This acts as a platform to share agricultural inputs. Let's say India is having best fertilizers where crops can grow with highest productivity. But there is a country, for example, Brazil, which is facing the problem of choosing best fertilizer. Now, what could happen? This acts as a platform. BRICS agree and acts as a platform sharing the fertilizers which are being used by India to Brazil. They are going to train them and share the knowledge both. And regarding genetic resources, one genetic variety can have more productivity compared to other. In this BRICS Agreean group, BRICS Agreean platform, what would be done? They are going to share the knowledge, and it is also something regarding sharing information like research data and technologies. That is called as information network. This is all about indoor declaration that took place in BRICS Summit 2026. Thank you.